Hello everyone. I want us to build a to-do application with Flask API. So this marks the beginning of a Flask series of creating the to-do application. So let me show you the relationship of my database tables. So you can see I have the user, the to-do, and also the tag. The user, you can see it as email username is approved to ensure that the user should be approved, and then we have the password, and then we have is admin, and then we have the to-do title, description, deadline of a to-do, and also is complete, which is a boolean, and then we have the tag. So the relationship between a user and to-do is one to many, and then to do to a tag should be many to one. All right. So having said that, you need to have some items installed before you start setting up your application. So first of all, you need to ensure that you have a Python 3. It can be at least a 3.8 is okay. And then you also need to have ppnv. So ppnv is very important. As you know, it's a tool that simplifies the management of dependencies and virtual environments. So you need to ensure that you have the two. So to set up our application, I'll first start by installing the Flask. I'll just move this, and then I'll say pip env install Flask. So this one will actually create the pip file for us. So it has created our virtual environment, and also it has installed Flask. So after doing that, as we wait to complete, you now create app.py. So this is the entry point for our application. So it has finished installing the Flask. You can now go to Flask documentation, go to minimal application, Flask documentation, and then minimal application, and then I can just copy this one, basic application, and then I will add it to this part. So after adding this one, I will go to my terminal, clear my terminal, run my virtual environment, and then we can now run our application. So we use Flask run --debug, so to ensure that debug is on. And this one will ensure that also ensure that there is no reloading, there is no restarting of your server every time you make some changes to your application. So I will enter, and then you can see our application is now running. So we can now open this, and now we can see hello world, which is based on this one. So that's all for now. Let's meet in the next one.